Courtesy of Atomic Fiction, 1982's Blade Runner is a classic example of a film that wasn't properly appreciated in its time. A box office disappointment and an Oscar nominee for art direction and visual effects, the sci-fi drama went on to become a cult classic, which is perfect setup for the long-in-the-works sequel, Blade Runner 2049, now in theaters. Can the film, starring Ryan Gosling and Harrison Ford and directed by our rivals Denis Villeneuve, go right with Oscar where the original went wrong, and at the very least can it finally score that Oscar win for cinematographer Roger Deakins? On this week's Little Goldman podcast, Vulture's senior editor Kyle Buchanan joins Katie Rich, Joanna Robinson, and Richard Lawson to argue that, yes, Blade Runner 2049 has what it takes to succeed. As Kyle has written at Vulture, Blade Runner 2049 has a Mad Max Fury Road vibe to it, a technical achievement with critical praise and the kind of buzz any studio would envy. But with Dunkirk and Get Out already in the hunt as big studio hits, is there room for one more? And what's that they say about the Academy not being all that wild about sci-fi, anyway? Also on this week's podcast, a look at the New York Film Festival premiere and subsequent raves for Call Me By Your Name, which is looking as strong as it did when it first wowed audiences at Sundance in January. Plus some discussion of the wide-open Best Adapted Screenplay race, the industry love for Bryan Cranston, and the way Netflix continues to baffle the industry by blurring the lines between film and television. Listen to this week's episode below, and find Little Goldman on Apple Podcasts, where you can subscribe to the show, rate it, and review it. Get Vanity Fair's HWD newsletter, sign up for essential industry and award news from Hollywood. Full-screen photos inside the making of Ridley Scott's Blade Runner. Effects wizard Douglas Trumbull poses behind the model of the Tyrell Corporation's pyramid building on the set of Blade Runner in 1982. Photo from Screen Prod Photon Instapalami stock photo. The model of a Los Angeles cityscape filmed in Blade Runner's iconic opening scene. Photo from the Ladd Company Shaw Brothers collection. Christopher Paul, the character Rick Deckard. Harrison Ford is moments away from falling off of a building, only to be saved by the replicant Roy Batty Rutger Hauer. Photo from Warner Brothers Everett collection. Daryl Hannah on set as Pre, the Basic Pleasure model. She was not yet 20 when she won the role. Photo from Warner Brothers Everett collection. A nighttime shot of the futuristic LA set. Photo from collection. Christopher Alamy stock photo. Replicant Roy Batty Rutger Hauer and Daryl Hannah on a quest to meet their maker. Photo from Warner Brothers Everett collection. A police spinner flies by a massive futuristic billboard. Photo from AF Archive Alamy stock photo.